It's great to have you here. So I do have to ask my obligatory post-election questions since the dust is starting to settle. What do you see as Canada's economic challenges post-election? Joe, we'll go to you first.
Well, I don't want to be a one-trick pony, but clearly we have a real fiscal challenge, and inflation is up, growth is down, debt is extremely high, and we don't seem to have a growth strategy. So there's concerns about how we're going to be able to cope with that fiscal challenge, and whether there will be on the horizon some big tax bites. I'm not sure whether the government is ready for that. I don't think that the NDP got that much traction on the Soak the Rich plans, and if the Liberals are planning, as the Prime Minister implied, to potentially face the public again in as little as 18 months, I doubt that he would want to do something which would imperil his political prospects even greater than they already have been. So we've got a House, reconvening that isn't very happy.
Right.
Everybody seems to have lost one way or another, but no one is going to bring down the government in the short term. So the Liberals will have an opportunity to get some of their agenda through, and there'll be just more spending, but they're going to have to be careful about how they go about it, because they don't have an overwhelming mandate. In fact, there are fewer people who voted for this government than any other government in Canadian history.
I want to go to Gary Marr next. Gary, oil is up. The price of oil has rebounded somewhat. Maybe it's supply chain issues and also economy starting to get back to normal. What do you see as the big challenges for post-election government?
Well, it's not just the price of oil. The last time I checked, West Texas Intermediate was at about $76 a barrel. This is certain circumstances could cause this to go in excess of 90. But also the price of natural gas. The last time I checked, it was $5.50 Henry Hub price, and it's October. It's not even cold yet, so you could see the price of natural gas going up, perhaps to $10 or $12. At Henry Hub price. So I think that it's not necessarily a sign that the economy is recovering. So much has been that there has been so little money put into the development of new resources. It's very, very difficult to acquire the capital to develop new sources, and so the supply is low. I think that's what's driving the price, not necessarily the demand.
Right.
We've got huge issues in Europe right now. I think Joe referred to that the last time that we were on. You look in places like the UK, 30% of their petrol stations don't have any petrol in them. You've got natural gas prices going through the roof. You've got the United States begging for oil from other places like Saudi Arabia. It's ironic that the president would end Enbridge, or not Enbridge Line 5, but KXL, about 850,000 barrels a day. Just coincidentally, that's the amount of oil that the United States is currently importing from the Russian Federation.
Affordability, I'm sure, was one of the major issues that you were picking up on. Is that right?
Well, it was. And I live in Windsor. I'm sitting in Windsor right now, a border community that's had its own challenges through the pandemic. So I think we would like to see the federal government focusing on getting the border open with our largest neighbor. That impacts our economy in the biggest way. For half the economy, service, restaurants,
okay,
tourism.
Well, I'm going to cut you off.